Hello, good afternoon. This is our Keely versus Lontr0 race. I am Attack Slug. And this round is Vanilla. I am here for your afternoon entertainment. We are going to get this race started here. So in Ancient Cave, we like to spice it up and throw flags in there and make things very fun and challenging. And then all of a sudden you get to the third or fourth round and we say, you know what? We're going to give you a little break. You get vanilla. And so this is a vanilla seed, meaning it's just straight up plain old regular degular Ancient Cave. But do not think that that doesn't mean this could not be a difficult seed. We will see. Both Lontr0 and Keely, fantastic runners. Keely, a longtime Ancient Cave runner. Lontr0, newer to the Ancient Cave randomizer, but a winner and fan and friend of the Earthbound community in general. So, we'll see. I mean, Lontr0's been putting up some sub 30, 40, whatever, 20-second race times. Or seed times, I should say. But Keely, also, you know, not to be underestimated. So we will see how this goes today. The basic concept of the cave, if you are not aware, is you have 9 floors. You have skips within the cave. Those skips can go anywhere from 2 to 5 floors. We are going to be wanting skips, looking for skips. We want to get to floor 9, find Gygus, get the gear, get the levels, and get out of there. Hey, blackbirds like to twerk too. What? We don't discriminate against twerking. I hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday. I know I am having a good one. So a lot of times at the beginning, you know, you're going to see racers looking for skip items. They are the monkey cave skips. And then we also have, like, you know, key item skips. Those skips are going to be the Sign Banana, Dungeon Man, Belch, things like that, where you can find the actual key items to skip past. You also have the theater skips. And so a lot of times the first floor is, you know, you're getting a couple of levels so that you feel a little bit more confident to, you know, to get those freeze betas for Paula and Pooh, so that if you skip to a higher floor, you're going to be under-leveled. You're not going to have the right gear, but as long as you can just find one little nerd enemy, freeze them a couple of times, you're going to be good. And that's going to give you the levels you need to continue to progress. Lontr0 deciding to skip out of this room here in Pink Cloud. And Keely's selling, but not buying. We'll see if Keely goes... thinking about it, going forward. Okay, it was the right choice. See, now, I understand why Lontr0 did that. This is a longer way to go. This second little area here is about 100% spawn plate, which, I mean, on the first floor is not anything. It's the twerking blackbird, right? So nothing to worry about. This is also, as you can see, a door randomizer. So right now, the boys are in the exact same spot doing the same thing. That was the ruler skip. I wonder if Keely knows that. There we go. I've never seen... It accidentally tried to give him the big bottle rocket and it said, no, measuring! I've never seen that. Alright, let's see where we might be going. Oh, I love this song. This is one of my favorite songs. Multi-bottle rockets. Alright, we do see... Lontr0 also has taken the skip. We see a UFO there. But we don't know what UFO that is. So we're gonna need to see a couple more enemies. Perhaps if we can find a gift box. But there is also a hint man down below at the pyramids who is going to tell us where we are. And also the boss list. So we might see one of the boys go down there. Oh, well, hey, you know what? We can also find out because that's the boss room right there. Alright, that's a bag lady. This could be 2, maybe 3. Yeah. We're gonna find out. I'm guessing 2 or 3. Oh, and a nice green squirrel from the teddy bear. Way to go. But all the kids just dying of heat stroke. 3rd. Okay. And I completely missed the boss list. And now Keely's somewhere else. And, right, with the floor skip, it can't be 2, but that was a room that had other floor skips in it. Alright, we defeated an enemy. We're getting some levels. This is what we need. Another... that was a janky green, but... oh boy, beefy slugs. I don't know if we want to fight beefy slugs. Win a defense. Okay. I think Keely might be... I missed it. I don't know how he got to where he's at, but he's on 4 or 5, I believe. Oh boy. Oh boy. Run away. Oh gosh. Okay. Just wasted the BBR. That's a shame. And now all the kids are dead. Alright, Lontr0 taking another skip. Perhaps this is a skip that Keely took. No? Alright. There's also a hint man here, so we can see where we're at. We're gonna sneak over there. Alright. Taxis and signs. 5, maybe? 7. Jesus. Okay. And Keely takes a death there. This is what can happen when you skip ahead too closely. We have had nothing but hint men on all of these levels. But DG, I don't know if it works that way though. So you're probably right. Where like, but like since it was like the skip itself would be 2 floors, but then there was the other skip and then the other room. Sometimes things with Ancient Cave are just confusing. I wonder if they're on the same floor. Listen for the music. We're gonna see if the music is the same. Big levels. Big levels. I also haven't been paying attention to who the prayer kid is. Yeah. Okay, so they're both on 7 right now. Just in different places. Pretty sure. Nope, nope. No, never mind. Lontr0 is on 7. I don't know where Kelie's at. But he's in a bad way. And that's not good. This can be one of the rough parts about Ancient Cave, is when you've skipped ahead. You don't have... Alright, that's 3. You don't have, you know... Okay, we can heal here. There is a full heal. But it's not like in Scramble where you can just get some money and go to the, you know, the doctor, teleport to Saturn Valley and go see Dr. Saturn for the free healthcare. You know, you have to find a full heal, which there is a guaranteed full heal on every floor. Or you have to find a hospital. You have to have the money to revive your kids. So that's kind of like where the difficulty level is different. Alright, can we stutter away from this bug that's after us? But Keely getting that full heal, very needed at this point for him. There's the belch skip that I was talking about earlier. Once again, Lontr0 did look at the boss list, but it went by so quickly, I didn't see it. So if anyone saw it, please let me know. Because I can, shoot. Okay, interesting. Okay, okay. Okay, I think Keely's on 7 now. Sometimes the enemies can be tricky because these appear to be level 6 enemies because this is like the mine, right? But they're kind of seeping into the floors, and that can happen too when you're at maybe the very beginning of a floor. And that's also one way to kind of tell where you're at in the cave, is by fighting the enemies. Ooh, a jar of deli sauce, nice. By getting gift boxes, talking to the Hintman, and Lontr0 has gone back to the first floor. Oh no, he had not made any saves. He did put down an exit mouse. So we do have the exit mouse. He did set it down. We're gonna want to heal all of our kids, exit mouse back. So both runners skipping ahead quite quickly and finding themselves kind of in the same situation where they're fighting these enemies, they're getting levels, but we just don't necessarily have the gear to continue to allow us to maintain our life, our HP levels, to be able to get through and actually fight, get the levels we need. But we do have freeze beta, and what else do we need in this world but freeze beta? Alright, nice. Lontr0 has found the Happy Village healing, like, doctor, but we need money. So if he can find an ATM, he's gonna have plenty of money. Keely now in a better position on floor 7 here. Although Ness is taking a death here. And when Ness takes a death, even if you find the shining spot, you can't access it because you have to have Ness to access it. Alright, let's see if we can see the boss list. Nightmare. Evil Mani Mani. Okay. Lontr0 choosing to push ahead. I don't blame him. Rather push ahead than try and search for an ATM. There are only so many doors in the desert that we can go through. Also, walking around in the desert, you're going to be getting sunstroke. You're going to be wasting psychic points on healing. Maybe finding a different way to go about it, you know. But finding nothing but dead ends here. Keely now finding all the hint shacks. Keely does have the skip sandwich. Let's see where this could potentially go. Lontr0 finding the spa. Fabulous. And Keely feeling like that was a lower floor, so we are out of there. Alright, Lontr0 about to make his way back to 7 here soon. I just saw the message that Temple said, sometimes a Blackbird gotta throw it back. It's true. Everyone's being so quiet. Talk to me. What's going on? Are y'all having a good day? Does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? I'm all alone. I know. DG, talk to me. How you doing? Does DG stand for anything? Is it dude guy? Dastardly glorp? Ooh, a double beam. Good guess at dude guy. Alright, we're backing out of here for Keely. Meow, 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 meow. But where do we go? Lontr0 has made a comeback to floor 7. We're gonna freeze this cockroach out of existence. Keely now with all of his kids dead again. Yowza. A broken trumpet. What does the broken trumpet become? The defense shower. Meh. You could drop it. Alright, Keely getting lucky with those getaways. But can we be so lucky with all these other enemies here? These are also gnarly spawn plates. Oh, and a butterfly! We needed that. Lontr0 getting past that robot that Keely noped out of. We're gonna see... This is, I'm imagining, progression as we are seeing Gigantosaurs. Oh, you have a list of things DG stands for? That's so funny. No one's ever guessed dude guy? Come on. Alright, Keely now also going back this way. Let's see. Keely also going north. like Lontr0 did. Understandable, as it is, you know, there's only 2 doors, so to speak, up here to check on. Lontr0 getting through that fight. Okay, we're on 9. Never mind. When did that happen? I mean, I guess that makes sense since it's a Gigantosaur. So both runners have found Gygus at 20 minutes in. But we have a lot more that we need to do. Why can't I dodge? What? Huh? I'm in agreement with the what, huh? Okay, so this is too funny. So now both of the runners are gonna need. Okay, let's take a pause here. Let's one thing at a time. One thing at a time, Slug. One thing at a time. Keely needs to find a full heal. They both need to get levels so that at least Paula has Shield Sigma. Who has Brain Shock would be nice. I don't even know who the Prey Kid is. I haven't been paying attention. I'm the worst. I can do solo commentary, but I have ADHD. And so we're gonna need firepower. We're gonna need pendants. We're gonna need somewhere to save. We would love to see some healing items. We found a place to save here. We found healing items. We need gear. We need stuff. Stuff and things. Okay? This is what we need. But this is good. Okay, so we have, you know, this is not bad. Now on floor down, this is even better because Moonside has a ton of gift boxes. We can find pendants, we can find armor, we can find weapons. This Keely, I would check out what those boxes are, dog. Heck yeah. On floor 9, I mean, Keely also has to be really careful. He's got 1 kid, and, you know, we're getting magic fry pans, we're getting diamond bands, we're getting cloaks of kings, we're finding good stuff here. You gotta be careful when Ness is dead, because you don't want to drop that stuff. We're getting bracelets, platinum bands. We need to find at least a star pendant or a sea pendant. Preferably both. Preferably multiple. That's the new way to say multiple. We found a bazooka. There's some firepower. We just got a star pendant. We'll see where Lontr0 puts that. On which kid. Not where he would put it. We still need a full heal. We need to find a full heal very badly. There's gotta be one on the floor here. Dropping the Meteoronium when you could sell it for $1,000. But Keely is gonna have to play really carefully here. So Lontr0 in a better position because he does have all of his kids intact. He has been gaining levels. It looks like Jeff must be the prayer kid because he stuck the star pendant on Jeff. We have a Horn of Life. So we can at least revive a couple of our kids. And here's a full heal. Alright, this is what Keely needs to find. Now, I don't think Lontr0 found the bazooka that Keely found. And that bazooka, while not the heavy bazooka, which we have seen very rarely in this tournament. There have been more regular bazookas on floor 9 than I've ever seen in my life. Keely has just found the full heal. He hasn't been to Moonside, so Lontr0 has that up on him because Lontr0 has more gear. Finding more gear as we speak. Honestly, this is the way to do it. Like, skip it. There's another full heal. Skip ahead. And then just loot all the gear on floor 9. Fight a couple of enemies. And then send it. I like it. I'm not mad at it. Although both runners, I believe, have used their exit mouse. And now this sprout is blocking the way. So, Lontr0 not looking too bad on levels. Ness is a big ol' a wimp. Big ol' wiener there with 95 max HP. And that can be a little rough because he is a good healer, you know? He also can throw paralysis at the old pork master. Alright, this robot is freeze resistant. One of the rare enemies that are freeze resistant. Kelie is gonna go for auto fight. See if we can get through it this way. Lontr0 fighting a ghost over here. We get through it. Alright. The boys are getting them levels. Kelie gonna go loot up here. There is a gift box, but it is being guarded by a band of nefarious enemies. And now we've got a caterpillar. If we can get one of those Starmen to come over here, we can green swirl them. There we go. Nicely done. This better be worth it. What's it gonna be, chat? A diamond band. Meh. I don't think it was worth it for how much time we spent to get there, but we do still need gear. Alright, I wonder if Lontr0 is gonna send it. Kelie really needs to find Moonside to catch up on the gear situation. If you approach Starman from behind, he does not green swirl. And looks like Lontr0 is heading back. Nice green swirl there. Heading back to fight Gygus. Gonna fight this Magmar for some extra experience on the way. Little hub here to, you know, explore, come back, heal. Alright, Ness has finally broken 100 HP. Okay, a Horn of Life. You love to see it. We do have a shiny coin that we could equip. Okay, Pooh getting some more gear. Nice. Alright, Kelie is getting close to Moonside, I believe. Oh, nope. This is the talk to face room. Moonside's close to here. There it is. Alright, we are back to Fourside. I wonder what Lontr0's doing here. Oh, maybe gonna be going back up to this dude up here that, like the shady dude in the alleyway. The mod boy jerk guy. No? Wait, hang on. Okay, there's a plan here. Lontr0 has a plan. I am interested to know what it is. There's something he remembers. He's on a mission of some sort. Wild that that was not an auto win. There's the star pendant for Keely. Now is... Oh, okay. I see. Lontr0 going back to buy some deluxe water. Probably looking for MBRs, super bombs. Essentially firepower to get you through the phases until the third. No Franklin badge, as the dudes basically just skipped around. Didn't even fight a single boss. Yeah, there's been a few. There was multi-bottle rockets also in the Scaraba shop. One of those guys there. I think super bombs are a better choice right now because really, if you have the rabbit's foot, that's really the only way that the multi-bottle rockets are going to do any damage in the, you know, in the first phase at least, to take care of Pokey. So he might be looking for super bombs instead because those can be used by any of the kids. Okay, we got a reset from Keely. Did we order a pizza? What's going on? There they are, super bombs. Yep, nice. Okay, I respect it. I respect the pizza play. Alright, Lontr0 now selling everything he owns. Gonna be going in bare bones. Buying all the super bottle, the super bombs possible. And I believe Keely is heading back up to fight Gygas, perhaps. Now, he does have several horns of life. And the stats are not looking bad. But these super bombs that Lontr0 is stocking up on can make such a difference in getting through these phases just as quickly as possible. So, could be that although Keely is heading to Gygas right now, Lontr0 does have to walk all the way back, I believe, because I don't think either one of them have the exit mouse. So Lontr0 will have to take the time to walk back. However, with all of the super bombs, the complement of super bombs that he is adding to his inventory, it could be that Keely has to sludge through and Lontr0 could just blast his way through. But we're going to find out, folks. Keely is approaching Gygas right now. Let's see how it goes. And there's the exit mouse room. Okay, smart play. We're starting with an alpha. This is very good. Alright. This is close. Let's see. Pokey is numb. You love to see it. Okay. Alright, this is still very close. Lontr0 taking the time to go get all of those super bombs. And especially because Paula has 35 HP, so her PP, her psychic points did not roll very high. And she has to cast Shield Sigma to keep us safe from the Rockins. So basically, she's not going to be able to do any damage in phase 1. Because we're going to want to maintain that shield, or else you're donezo. Keely working on this phase 1. I believe Lontr0 is going to go save, and then... Okay, Keely's through phase 1! Alright, we still got this phase to get through. We're giving the brain food lunch to Pooh. We're going to throw a brain shock. Now, we do have to be careful with the thunder. Lontr0 having a bad time with this freaky killer. Get the heck out of here, freaky killer. So definitely going to want to go back to that hub and the Tinda village. Heal, save, and then we're on our way. Keely working on this second phase here. The graceful noodle. Everyone trying thunder. It's not working for anybody. We're wanting to keep Jeff alive. He does have our firepower. And Gygus must be freeze resistant in this second phase because Keely is not using freeze. Just thunder just flying everywhere. Not hitting anyone, just crazy lightning show going on. When I was a kid, we had this place called the Science Place in Dallas. And they had this, like, giant ball that had, like, all this, like, electricity in the middle of, like, going on in the middle of it. And, like, we would go there as Girl Scouts and, like, spend the night overnight. And it was so much fun. It was, like, the best place ever as a kid. And if you got chosen from the crowd, you got to go up on stage. We're in the third phase now. Keely is making fabulous work of this. Lontr0 saving and about to head to Gygus. Barring something horrific happening. We'll see. But if you got to go on stage, you got to put your hand on the big, like, machine with the electricity coming out of it. And it would make your, it was like, it created, like, static electricity. And so it would make your hair, like, just stand straight on end. And it was the funniest thing. And it was always, like, such a treat. Getting to spend the night at the Science Place. Now we have the Perot Museum, and it's just not the same. So like a lot of things, you know, like that 90s vibe where they updated, it's just not the same. Alright, we were able to get Brain Shock. We are going to be praying. These freaky killers will not leave Lontr0 alone. He is resetting. Meanwhile, Keely moving through and praying. Jeff does have a nice, you know, a nice amount of HP here, so we're not, you know, like, you know, completely unsafe there, even if a lightning or two hits. Alright, Lontr0 heading here. But I think Keely's got this one. Lontr0 just couldn't get away from those enemies. Although now the kids are feeling... Well, no, they're crying. They're not feeling strange. We're bringing Paula back to life. Maybe so that she could potentially take a lightning hit. Not sure. Okay. Now Lontr0 has a bajillion super bombs. Just gonna throw them all. Just boom. Make his way through this. He also starts with an alpha. Pokey, very paralysis weak. You love to see it. Keely moving into the last two prayers here. Oh boy. Alright. There goes Paula. Everyone's dead. But that's okay because all we need to do is get one last prayer and he's going to take the win. And that'll do it. GG's. 40-49. Lontr0 also, like I mentioned, zoomed right through that first phase, about to zoom right through the second one. It was close. It really was. It was close, but Lontr0 ran into a couple of issues fighting the enemies to get back to this point. Chose to save instead of just go ahead and send it, which is not a bad play by any means. But it did just eat up a bit more time, you know. So GG to Keely. Lontr0 gonna finish it out here. Now, Lontr0 had a fabulous run throughout the entire, you know, tournament for his first time doing Ancient Cave. Came in at 2nd seed. So, you know, definitely a force to be reckoned with. You never know what's going to happen in the caves, folks. GG, what's up? Great job, Keely. If you want to come in chat, then I can get into commentary if you want to. There he is. What's up?
Hey!
Hi.
Yeah, we do not talk about these first 20 minutes up until I found Gygas. But then it went great, you know?
Yeah. No, you were definitely having a hard time there. All the kids were dead, and you know, both you and Lontr0 both skipped ahead to like floor 9. I don't even know how it just happened so quickly, you know.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure. Did we take the same path?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was pretty sure.
I think you were like you both found you both found Gygas at exactly the same time, but then clearly you had to go back and find gear to be able to get through the fight, right? At least a star pendant, at least some type of gear, because I think that's what was giving you trouble throughout the seed is that you were skipping ahead so quickly that you didn't have any gear, you weren't finding the gift boxes needed along the way, but then you just looted the entire floor 9 and found what you needed. Lontr0 chose to go back to floor 1 and buy a complement of super bombs. And then you chose to just go ahead and send it with your lone bazooka and got through. Yeah.
Bazooka, star pendant, on of life, and skip sandwich GX.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Lontr0 about to finish here, so I mean, I knew he was gonna breeze through those phases, you know.
Yeah, with super bombs should be fine. Does he have on of life and or heal items?
He had a couple of horns of life. Yeah, you both did. You both had a few.
Yeah, I see.
All right, GG's, Lontr0. Way to go. Great showing. Thank you for
There it is.
participating. We always appreciate you and your skills. Always a fabulous watch, you know. If Lontr0 wants to come in. What's up, dude? GG's.
Hey, GG.
That was a really bad mistake on 7, but
Oh, don't worry, I made plenty of mistakes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Talk
had
amongst
a-
yourselves.
I had one kid alive for as soon as I skipped to 7. Took even a wipe, I think. Yes, I took a wipe. And then Paula just clutched it out 10 billion times alone. Up until I found Tenda Village. And then it was just a matter of trying to find loot on floor 9, which I just found a Star Pennant and Bazooka. And with the On of Life and heal items, and Paula and Jeff HP was good enough. With large speed as well for phase 1. It needed Gygas to be kind, but it was very kind to me, at least.
so you found heavy bazooka?
No, just a regular one.
I went back to floor 1 for bombs.
Yeah, that's what Slug told me. Yeah, did you have any kids that got deceased during the travel to floor 7? What happened?
Oh, several. I mean, I full wiped and had to have a really terrible mouse placement the whole run, but I'm just too inconsistent. It's first year, and I know I can do a lot better next year.
You know, I didn't expect to have such low times with such silly mistakes at the beginning. Finding Gygas at 19 minutes, I was like, nah, Lontr0 is going to pull a 35 or something like this. And looks like we got the same trouble on floor 7. I couldn't dodge any sprite at all. Every time a sprite appeared, instant fight. I was molding very badly in my head.
You both found Gygas at exactly the same time. And you were both asking questions like, what? Huh? Why? What? So you literally both found him at the same time and then had to scour floor 9 for the items and everything that you needed to be able to get through the fight.
Yeah.
But don't be too hard on yourself, Lontr0. You did a great job throughout the entire tournament, and for your first time playing, you put up great times, and you're always a force to be reckoned with, you know, and I'm sure we'll see you next year and in all the other tournaments.
I'll try to not get 23 Thunder misses and Boogie next year.
Oh no, don't talk.
God.
We don't talk about that. It's not time yet. It's not time.
And then we'll try to go 3-peat and scramble and then come back to this.
Nice. I love it. I love it.
44 is still an extremely good time. Like,
yeah.
We are really at the highest level of Ancient Cave with these times.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I was dropping like 30s all week. The run after the 30 is like over an hour. It's just okay. I'm still super inconsistent out of a lack of experience. Brooke was in my chat earlier and was just saying things like, oh, I had no idea that was a thing. It just...
Oh,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
I also think it's the cave itself, Lontr0. Like you might be feeling like you're inconsistent because you are still newer to the rando, but also that's just how Ancient Cave is. Like you can put up 30s, 40s, 50s, and then all of a sudden you get into a situation and it's a 110, a 115, you know, or more. So it's also just the way the randomizer sometimes rolls. You know, if your kids roll super low stats, if the boss list is awful, if you just can't seem to find the skips that you need, etc., then, you know, a lot of it is variable on the seed itself. So, you know, the seed itself is also inconsistent.
No Dogo, but Nightmare on 8.
I mean, Nightmare on 8, not too bad, honestly. Could have been bad, but neither one of you fought a single boss. You were able to just skip through.
That's the way it is, honestly, when we are doing such times. We don't fight any boss.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for the double burger, but I just found the ruler plus fresh egg. Yeah, and Foresight had to skip to 9, right next to Gygas.
Yep, same path.
Yep.
Well, great job, both of you.
I'm on the end screen right now, and sometimes there are the chicken noises that plays from time to time.
Nice. All right. Any final comments, questions, concerns?
Other than well played, and hopefully we can see you next year, Lontr0.
If hopefully I'm less busy. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Good luck for your 2 weeks of work as well.
Fuck, not looking forward to it. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
You're
It's okay. It's warranted, you know. We'll let that
Yep.
one slide. We get at least one, you know, at least one. So if it wasn't you, it was probably gonna be me. It's fine. But great job, both of you. I'm pretty sure Peen Train is streaming, so we'll raid into Peen Train. I do want to do a premiere, so I'm gonna get that set up and probably, you know, pester people about that maybe a little bit later. But either way, y'all did great. You should be very proud of yourselves, and we're gonna raid into Miss Peen Train. And I hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday.
See you later.
Bye, chat. Bye, everyone.